First chance at the bats for the Lafayette Aviators. Graziano worked a scoreless top of the first, and now it's up to Alex Dorothy of the Kokomo Jackrabbits to do the same. Dorothy up there for Kokomo, a freshman from Western Illinois. Native of Ipava, Illinois, a 6'2", 205-pound left-hander. And he'll be throwing to an Aviator team that struggles against left-handed pitching mightily, only hitting 176 off of southpaws as a team.
Dorothy is a solid pitcher. He's only pitched 8 2/3 this season, so not a lot of experience. And it's only his second start today, but he has a 1.03 ERA, which is very impressive.
He's been effective so far, yeah.
He's also a two-way player. He bats .288.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. When he gets put in the lineup, he can really hit the ball. He has 15 hits this season on the offensive side of things.
He hit .299 for Western Illinois this past spring. 4 home runs and 27 RBIs. He will face Zach Hickey in the left-handed box to start things off for the Aviators. Hickey, 3 for 15 against lefties this year. First pitch, fastball misses high, 1-0. This is a very good Kokomo pitching staff. Third best team ERA in the league. The 1-0 called strike on the outside half. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackrabbits have given up the second fewest hits and the second fewest runs in the Prospect League. And Dorothy is one of those pieces why. 1-1. Changeup finds the outside half. Hickey just watched it for strike 2. Bit of a wind coming in from center field. Still hot out there, though.
Pretty humid day.
It is humid, and we're expecting more of this heat over the next couple days. The 1-2 is fended off foul behind home plate. Still 1-2. Other than the humidity, it is a beautiful day for baseball. The sun is out. 1-2 pitch. Curveball almost found its way into the zone. Also almost clipped Zach Hickey, who laughs it off. He guessed wrong on that pitch, and it almost came back to bite him. It's 2-2, though. Delivery from Dorothy. Another curveball. This one misses high.
Another close pitch right there. Just misses a little north.
That pitch has some bite on it from Alex Dorothy. Full count delivery. Fastball. Gets Hickey. Couldn't find it. Looked like he might have been a bit behind in that swing after he watched a couple of breaking balls. There's 1 out with a strikeout to start out the day offensively for the Aviators. Now it's Jason Cryer.
And Kokomo starts off where they left off last night. They struck out 9 Aviator batters in that 11-1 win. Already won against the first batter here.
Cryer watches a curveball low for ball 1. Second pitch. Fastball right back up the middle, of base knock into center field. Jason Cryer almost clipped Alex Dorothy with that comebacker. Dorothy couldn't knock it down. Man on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Over the past week, Jason Cryer has been very impressive. He's batting .286 and has 5 hits as well as 5 walks in the past week. So getting on base has been the story of Cryer, and he gets a 1-out single.
Now it's Cam Smith, third baseman here today. He watches a curveball well high and outside. Dorothy couldn't get on top of that one. Smith, one of the more exciting players who has come in over the last couple weeks with the Aviators. The 1-0 is is flown back into right field. Walters chasing it towards the track, makes the catch right in front of the scoreboard in right center. Cam Smith went opposite field, couldn't find grass.
Hard hit ball to kind of the gap in right center, but it was well played by Walters, and Walters had enough speed to get there just in the nick of time to make the catch for out number 2.
2 outs for Bryce Ball, who was the player of the game a couple nights ago in that 6-2 win with a couple of RBIs and a handful of hits. First pitch, a miss inside from Alex Dorothy, 1-0. Ball had a single that just got through the right side of the infield in that 16-2 win against Springfield. That drove in 2 runs that made it 3-2, and the Aviators never looked back. 1-0, check swing from Ball. He went around, so 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Crier on first after the single. Lefty Dorothy from the stretch. Third pitch, fastball low. 2-1. Ball, one of the leaders in hitting on the team. That's no secret. 2-1 pitch, misses high. 3-1, so a hitter's count to arguably the best hitter on this team. Ball hitting .280. 4 home runs and 18 RBIs. We haven't seen that power for a long time, though. 3-1. Fastball low and away. Another walk for Bryce Ball. Dorothy didn't want to have to throw to the big 6'6" cleanup man for Lafayette and opts to put him on with 2 outs and instead face Kevin Dobos.
23rd time that Bryce Ball has been walked this year. And that's second on the team, as Libman has kind of taken the lead in the walk total with 26.
So Ball's right on his heels. And those 2 are at the top of the league in walks as well. And here's Kevin Dobos. First pitch, fastball high. 1-0 as the Aviator dugout does their best to chirp Dorothy up there on the mound and maybe get in his head. Still 2 outs, 2 men on. Dorothy checks Crier. The 1-0 to Dobos. Fastball swung on, a flyer into right, not deep enough. Walters is there to make the catch, jogging in. So 1 hit and 1 walk and nothing else for the Aviators. We are scoreless when we head to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Aviators Baseball on Purdue University Television, Comcast Channel 5, and Fox Sports 104.3. Joe Graziano entering his 5th inning of work on the mound for the Lafayette Aviators as his team leads the Kokomo Jackrabbits 6-0 in the top of the 5th. Reminder that we are currently in Game 1 of a doubleheader here at Loeb. Both of the games being played here today in Lafayette to be 7 innings in length. So both games a bit shortened. We're making up a game from a couple weeks ago that was rained out. We're also in the middle of a 4-game series, essentially, between these 2 teams. They played last night, and they play once more tomorrow. First pitch to Jake Hansen, a called strike after Hansen squared to bunt but pulled back. 0-1. Hansen struck out at the plate his last time facing Graziano. Lefty on the mound to the plate. Fastball outside to the left-handed Jake Hansen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hansen out of North Iowa Area Community College. Takes strike 2 right at the knees. Great ball and 2 strikes.
Great curveball there from Graziano as that ball started out at the waist of Hansen.
The 2-2 check swing on the outside pitch. Did he go? I don't think he did. They checked down the line. No, he did not. 2-2. Hansen at North Iowa Area Community College would have played with Bryce Ball on the Aviators in the DH tonight. 2-2, fastball high, misses at the chin. Full count. Both of them hit it well. Hansen hit .273 with 6 home runs. Ball .299 with 14 home runs. Graziano, payoff pitch, swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Milo Beam easily tracks it down for out number 1.
Graziano really pitching well to contact, only giving up 4 hits through 4 1/3. And he only has 1 strikeout today. So really doing well to cause a lot of pop-outs.
And the field is playing well behind him. Here's Nick Brunson at the plate. He grounds one foul down the third base line. The infield has made the routine plays. They've had a couple of excellent plays. Hickey and Cryer rolled the ground ball for 2 up the middle. And then Jordy Libman made an outstanding diving play and left earlier. 0-1, called strike right at the kneecaps. Now it's 0-2 to Nick Brunson. He has grounded out and flown out to left. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Graziano misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brunson, the junior from Western Kentucky. Up here in Lafayette, people are probably becoming more fond of Western Kentucky after the addition of Coach Jeff Brom. Fastball high and away from Graziano, 2-2 now. He also brought a lot of Hilltoppers along with him to the Purdue coaching staff. Of course, Coach Brom, the head football coach at Purdue. 2-2, swung on and driven foul to the right side. Still 1 out. And that's a coaching staff that has a lot of expectations heading in to this upcoming football season. Purdue has the first football or college football game of the season. 2-2 inside at the shins to Brunson. Full count.
Thursday nighter against Northwestern right over.
It's going to be a fun one.
Right over the bridge here in Lafayette as you enter the west side of things.
3-2, swung on, ground ball to Cryer at short, takes it on the forehand across the diamond to first in time for out number 2. Cryer's looked pretty good in the middle infield here today. He has played second and short after Tyler Powers, the starting shortstop, exited the game an inning ago. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Aviators leading 6-0. And Ian Walters at the plate.
Walters has recorded 2 hits, but then he's been taken off the bag twice. He's been caught stealing. He's been caught stealing 6 times on the year, so not the best ratio there.
Here's a hard ground ball. Can't get past Hickey at second. He dives to stop it and throws to first to beat Walters. Another outstanding play from the Lafayette defense. This time, it's Hickey. Still 6-0 when we come back for the home half of the 5th inning. You're listening to Aviators Baseball on Purdue University Television, Comcast Channel 5 and 5. Another walk-off? Maybe. We'll have to see. It's the bottom of the 7th. Lafayette Aviators and the Kokomo Jackrabbits tied at 3. This is only going to be a 7-inning game, shortened because it's part of a doubleheader here at Loeb. Jason Cryer will have a chance to start things off in what could be the last inning, and if it is, the Aviators will have won their 5th in a row here at home. Cryer up. Zunkel still on the mound for the Jackrabbits.
Aviators trying to get revenge on Kokomo, who beat them 11-1 last night, and trying to sweep the doubleheader today.
First First pitch from Zunkel. Curveball almost gets a piece of Crier. He had to duck, dip, and dive out of the way to make sure that one didn't clip him on the chin. If he wears that, he's on first. The 1-0. Popped up high and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. I know that pitch was up near the head area, but if Crier can find a way to take that in the shoulder, that's the all-important base runner. 2-1 after Zunkel misses low. Crier, 1 for 2 here in the second game of the doubleheader. Walked his last time up. The 2-1. Popped up into shallow center. This could be trouble. Sanchez coming in. Gives way to the right fielder, Ian Walters, who makes the catch for out number 1. Sanchez really didn't know where that ball was, even though it was in shallow center. And Walters ranged over quite a way to take it from him and record the first out.
Now it's going to be Cam Smith with a big opportunity. And Smith, 1 for 1 with 2 walks. He's reached on base every time in this ball game. So trying to keep the trend here for the Aviators.
First pitch from Zunkel. Fastball. Strike 1 across the low half of the strike zone. Smith already has a walk-off under his belt. The 0-1 from Zunkel misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Zunkel out of the windup, third pitch. Off speed, low and away. Aviator dugout, as you can hear them, very noisy down there along the first base side, trying to give some juice to their man, Cam Smith, up in the box. 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, in the air, center field. Sanchez heading back. This one is gone towards Main Street and into the Lafayette night. Cam Smith wins it in walk-off fashion. A solo home run, and the Aviators sweep the Jackrabbits.
How about that from Cam Smith? Wins it for the Aviators. His second home run in Prospect League, both coming at home, and that one definitely the biggest of his Prospect League career.
4-3, the final score. The party goes on here in Lafayette. 2 wins today over Kokomo. This one was the one that counted, though. This one was the close game. This one was the hard-fought battle. This one was the one the Aviators had to come back for, and Cam Smith capped it off with a solo shot to right center. 4-3, the final score. We'll be back in a quick second. You're listening to Aviators Baseball on Purdue University Television, Comcast Channel 5.